Hello, darlings. Divine Union Ramblings. I guess I've gone back to that, trying to craft what am I looking for? What is the divine partner that I'm looking for? What are his attributes so that I can burn it? It's time. I say I want a partner to build an empire with me. And when I say that, I have the Midas touch. I really do. Anything I get my little elbows dug into, it goes well, as long as I'm following my intuition and everything. And so whatever it is that I get into here is going to be freaking amazing. It's going to be phenomenal. I truly have had the ability to just kind of manifest amazingness my entire life without knowing what I was doing. So now that I consciously know how to live my life with intent and bring in that which, serves my highest and best, and listen to my intuition and actually pay attention, gods. The next one on my little list here takes me back to Entering Her Vortex, the Jane Malik book, and it was a word that he used that I particularly liked. I want to be dominated. I want a divine masculine who loves and adores me, who wants to protect my mind, body, and soul. My leader, a man that I want to follow, whose very presence makes me feel safe, loved, and protected. A man who is healed enough that when I react from trauma, he can identify that and knows how to talk me down and help me soothe that inner child that's crying out. He will also be gentle enough to do this without inflicting more trauma, and I will do the same for him when he's acting from trauma. And no, it's not his job. I know this. But if we're both reacting from trauma and then that cycle just perpetuates and continues, we heal together, I guess, is how that kind of goes together. It becomes a both of you healing and raising your vibration together. I want a man who's healed enough to be vulnerable and tell me when his traumas are being triggered in his life too. As his divine feminine, that is part of my life's purpose, to help him heal, to help him heal. And then I'm a healer on top of that, right? So like, I'm an energy healer. I'm a plant medicine healer. I'm a witch. I mean, pick. I'm a healer. So take my divine feminine, divine masculine healing there. Then I'm a healer on top of that. So it's just exponentially more. So needless to say, whomever this amazing man that the universe brings in, he's gonna have to be on a healing journey himself. I mean, it's like sign the dotted line. It's happening. It's happening whether you like it or not. I'm pretty sure that is why I've been ghosted the last 2 summers, right? I mean, why is I trigger healing and then does the healing get done? Ghost number 1, it didn't. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. I have to assume he wasn't interested in healing and therefore he went elsewhere. But I've never fucking heard from him. So I have no fucking idea. The next one, again, I've heard nothing. So I have no idea. But it's been long enough now that I pretty much need to just call it a ghosting. Just call it. Like flatline. I'd love a defibrillator. All he has to do is show up. That would be enough. I want a man who will allow me to be me and do my thing, and who will create the stability for me to create our healing empire. It's gonna happen. I mean, I'm telling you, this is gonna happen. When one is dependent on the root chakra being stable, grounded, and secure to be built upon, it's more difficult when you're having stability issues. Like if you're not feeling grounded, secure, it's more difficult for us to be able to go woo and like create these things, because we're working in a realm foreign, or not foreign to us, because we've all got divine masculine, divine feminine, but not our natural place to be. And I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna absolutely create this empire and figure out how to do all of this, whether I have a divine masculine or not. Universe is always taking care of me. My divine partner will give a shit about what he feeds his mind, body, and soul. This is something that I know is on an individual basis when you awaken and start seeing through the bullshit of our society. Everyone does it at their own rate. And I kind of feel like I may have kind of been in a hyper mode through this whole thing, just given my circumstances of this has been my job for the last 3.5 years, right? I mean, this is what I've been doing full time, is digging deep, searching, meditating, doing the shadow work, healing, learning about energy and how our bodies work and how our entire world fits together. And in figuring all of that out, I'm seeing through all the bullshit of our society, right? So I have had, well, fuck, I don't know. For the last 2 years, probably, I've been drinking from a fire hose. So, and then add on top of that, since maybe first part of November, maybe it was like November, I want to say November 9th, I have been meditating for an hour every day. That has been huge for just how shit is banging around in there. I find that I am more on the observer side of things, so I can see triggers before I verbalize them. If that makes any sense. I don't know how I got off the fucking subject again. That's not what I'm talking about. Oh, we're kind of on the subject. Anyway, I am, yeah, I've been in kind of hyper mode on this. But at the same time, my divine masculine, in order for this to be like that, whatever, I feel like there has to be an amount of give a shit to what they're taking in, how they're filling their time. Like I said, I have found that I have to stay away from mainstream media, or it gets me. It puts me in a negative vibe. It puts me in a negative headspace. I sit there and I was watching Mrs. Maisel, and I haven't been drinking, right? The shit hit the fan with Mr. Amazing because we had an argument one night when I was drinking. He didn't know I was drinking, but I was drinking. And It just made me kind of sit back and go, here's the bad part of it. I don't remember much of what I said. And that's the kind of the problem. So I was like, all right, let's step back. And the more I stepped back, the more my body did not want to process it anymore. Like massive hangovers if I did drink. So I can have a glass of wine here or there, but for the most part, I don't drink at all. I don't know why the fuck that is relevant here. What I'm trying to say is I've become cognizant of knowing that watching mainstream media is not good for my keeping my vibration high and keeping myself out of the negative things and the negative mindsets. I expect, and it won't be the same rules for everyone, right? Everyone's on their own journey, but I expect that my partner will look at those things and do what's right for himself as well. And then there's just going to be some things that you just can't fucking argue it, you know? Like preservatives, bad food, bad things like that. There's just, you're just asking for problems. You're asking for trouble. Preservatives and bullshit causing depression and health issues in so many people all around us. And yet that's the last thing that we do as a society is eliminate the crap. We go to a doctor and take a pill. My point is, my divine masculine will have enough give a shit about the things that make him healthy, mind, body, and soul. My divine masculine will look at things in our society, like television, music, clubs, religious indoctrinations, schools, or just outgrowing people, places, or things as healing opportunities, because they are. All of those things are, that's what I knew, I've grown, how do I heal that so that I don't do it again and move on? We're always learning, we're always growing, we're always healing. But if you refuse to see the need to heal something and stay stuck in the patterns, that doesn't work, right? My divine masculine will not attempt to dominate or control others. He will lead by example. He'll be strong when needed and vulnerable when it's called for. I want a divine masculine that will step up and take control of me, all the while making me feel loved, honored, and safe. A man, I won't say that one. Just because it was typed doesn't mean I have to say it. I think that's it. I've rambled on enough. I don't know that I circled to anything on that, did I? Again, are you surprised? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. All right, I love you. Thank you for being here. Mwah. I love you. Bye.